Welcome back. We're on the record with Marty Meehan. All right, let's talk money. Roughly 17% of the state's payroll goes to UMass employees, about $1.76 billion, a tick under $2 billion. Yep. UMass men's basketball coach, the head coach, Frank Miller, is the state's highest salaried employee at a little over $1.8 million. You're number 6 at $837,000. Can you assure that taxpayers, that money that they are spending is well spent?
Well, you know, this report comes out every year, and the fact that it came out the week that I come on the record is. But here's the deal with that. And first of all, the University of Massachusetts, about a quarter of the budget is paid for by the state. I noticed in the top 5, I focused on the top 5 rather than 6.
Of course.
But I noticed the top 5, 3 of the employees were employees of UMass's Chan Medical School. The medical school gets about 5% from the state. What we try to, we're the 3rd largest employer in Massachusetts, and we try to attract the best people we can. We're a research institution. We do, just under Harvard and MIT, we try to hire the best people that we can and make sure that we pay them within, you know, to compete with other publics and in some cases privates. Well, so we have a system to look at it. Do I wish salaries could be lower? Yeah, I do. But we don't even negotiate with our unions. Those charges are put upon us. It's our responsibility to make sure that we're hiring the best people we can. Now, you mentioned football. You mentioned basketball. Yeah, but football,
nearly $1
the
million,
football and basketball
right?
coach were both up there. They generate revenue. The basketball program at Amherst generates revenue. Football, when the UMass football team goes to Georgia. 1.5 million, Auburn, 1.9 million.
Right.
So they're generating the revenue. If you want to be competitive, have a competitive athletic program, you need to get good coaches, and that's part of the challenge.
In that case, maybe pay the hockey coach because he won a national championship.
Yes, and he did get more money. Hockey coaches competitively get less money than football and basketball coaches.
Right.
But look, when I was a chancellor at UMass Lowell, we went to the Frozen Four. We had a great hockey coach. We gave him a significant increase. So you try to be in the market, get the best people you can within reason.
I mean, not to prolong this out. It's common that in Alabama, in Ohio, in many states in the union, the highest paid employee is a head coach at a university. So
yes,
it's common.
And the other thing I would say to you, any state in the country that has a public research university nationally ranked like UMass, the top employees are always going to be from the university.
All right, quickly, we know it's expensive to live in Massachusetts. What role does the university system play when graduates come out? You've spent all this money to train them, right? How do you get them to stay?
Well, UMass does a better job than any other university in Massachusetts and any other research university in the sense that, 75% of the people stay. I think what we'd like to do is be able to attract more people from inside but outside of Massachusetts and try to get them to stay through internships, co-ops, getting them engaged with the business community. Really, really important. Massachusetts is an innovation economy. They need these students who are highly educated to stay here. We do everything we can trying to set up collaboration with business and industry so that they'll get jobs with those business and industries here. We don't want Massachusetts to be a state that loses talent. We want to bring more talent in.
Marty, it's great to have you in the show.
Great to be here.
It's always great to have Marty Meehan with us. The Sunday Roundtable is next. Buckle up. We just got a taste of the Rambling Trump news conferences of old. Was the media response out of practice? We will talk about that much more on the record.